morning. Namaste. This is Sayali Kelkar. Welcome to my channel. Friends, today I'm going to talk about a topic that has come up too many times in my counseling session, and that is how to know if you are in a narcissistic relationship. Now, you may have heard this term or you may not. A narcissist is a person who is too self centered and is unable to have an empathy to see another person in a relationship. There are lots of behavioral traits and personality traits that defines a narcissist. Now, narcissist is just a label given to a person who is still on the journey of their evolution and has a lot to learn. But if you are in a relationship with such a person, you are at the receiving end of a narcissistic relationship, then my dear friends, I know that you are suffering a lot. And this video is for those who are in relationship with such a person and are unsure as to what is truly happening in their relationship. So I'm going to give you 3 tips in which you can understand if you are in a narcissistic relationship and what you should do if you are in one. So tip number 1. A narcissistic person always blames another in a relationship. So if you feel like you're always at the receiving end of a blame in any conflict situation, or if you keep feeling that you are guilty all the time for doing something wrong, or you're always making mistakes and you're not even sure what those mistakes are, and it seems like at the end of every argument, every conflict, you start feeling guilty for doing something wrong, whereas the person in the relationship is not taking any responsibilities towards the conflict, then that is your clue to know that you may be in a narcissistic relationship. It is very difficult to understand what is happening in a conflict when you are in that kind of a relationship, because things start getting blurred with the way we expect a situation and the way the person in front of us responds to a situation. But if this is happening too many times, you're feeling that I'm all the time doing something wrong, there must be something wrong with me, I'm always doing something that hurts the other person. If this is the way you feel in a relationship, there may be a chance that you are in a narcissistic relationship. Point number two is that it seems that the mood of the person you are in relationship constantly shifts. So one day this person is really sweet with you and expresses kind gestures and expresses their love for you, does a lot of lovely things for you. And in the next moment or next day, they are suddenly very angry with you, not happy with you, throwing all sorts of blames and accuses at you, and also making you realize that you are the reason they are suffering. If this kind of shift is happening too many times, or also maybe it seems like you are going on a break in a relationship, coming back together, going on a break again, and this is happening only from their side, that they are breaking off the relationship saying that you are at fault, and then again they're coming back and making you feel like they really need you. It's time to start looking at what is really happening in this relationship. You're not even sure what that person really feels about you. Do they really feel love towards you? Can they see you for who you are? And if you're having all these doubts, it's time to see if you are in a narcissistic relationship. And point number 3, my dear friends, is that it seems that you're not able to say no. You're not able to set clear boundaries as to what you would do and what you would not do in a relationship. It seems that you're always taken advantage of. You're always being taken for granted. And you're starting to feel confused as to who you truly are. You're starting to wonder what your true personality is. Maybe you were a very strong, confident person knowing what you wanted before you got into this relationship. But now that you're in this relationship, you're no more sure what you want. You're no more sure what kind of person you are. What is it that you should do? What is right and what is wrong? If you're feeling so confused as to who you are, it may be a reason that the person you are in relationship is manipulating you, is making you feel that you are always doing something wrong. And that's the reason you started doubting yourself. There is a lot of self-doubt going within you. There is a lot of confusion as to which direction to take. And if this is happening with you, my dear friends, this is a clue that you might be in a narcissistic relationship. Now, why am I making this video? This video is for those who are suffering at the end of a narcissistic relationship, and is for those of you to wake up and start observing what is happening in this relationship. Understand, my dear friends, we cannot change the person in front of us. We cannot really change anyone. The only person we can ever change is ourselves. So I'm making this video for you to wake up from this situation, understand why you're creating this situation. You have attracted this kind of relationship in your life for you to grow from it, for you to understand your own worth, your own value, and what you've been creating till now. Unless you learn from this situation, you grow from this situation, there is high possibility that you may be stuck in this relationship getting completely confused, depressed and anxious, or it may be possible that you give yourself a chance to completely transcend this and become an evolved version of yourself. It is my wish for you to learn from this situation, to see why you've been creating this, and to then really take steps which are in line with your own worth and own value.